Guys, like I talked about during spring break, I was at POU Field a ton because we had about 4 or 5 baseball games over that stretch. And something pretty wild happened. Marques Carlson made me look like the smartest man in the stadium. Here's what I'm talking about.
Nice count here. Maybe we can do something with this next pitch.
It's going yard. Right over the 370 sign out there in left center field.
Yeah?
Yep, here it comes.
All right. I like it.
That ball's hit hard down the left field line. Does it have a chance? It is out of here. Marques Carlson with a 2-run home run. The Lutes cut into that Willamette lead.
What did you do?
It is now Willamette 3, POU 2 here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
I don't have any words for that, Christian.
That's his first home run.
Wow.
I've heard of people calling their shots before. I've never heard of the announcer calling somebody else's shot before.
That was, as mentioned, that was myself and my friend Zach Goff
Well
on
done.
the call.
Well done. You're a good luck charm, Christian.
I really am. I had a feeling, Mark. That was his first career home run. It's not like that he does it very often, but I got lucky and said that he would, and he did. So
Does Marcus know about this?
I told him he will now. I'll definitely send him the clip to this. But yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I told him, I said that he would do it, and then he did it. So Marcus actually is a former Little League teammate of mine. We've known each other for a while.
Really?
When we were 12, we were teammates. Shout out to the South Highline American Little League White Sox.
Were you better than them?
No, not even close. Not even close.
Fair enough.
No, he made me feel like I hit it though. Like like I said, I'm still proud of saying he was going to do it, and then he did it.
Well, that's the beauty of broadcasting. You get to kind of live vicariously through the players that are playing by watching them and having your own fun calls and using inflection in your voice to get excited.
True.
That's what I do with women's soccer. I can't play soccer for anything. I'm terrible, but I just love watching them play soccer because they're filthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like a part of the team, even though I know I'm so bad, and in no way, shape, or form am I actually a part of the PLU women's soccer team.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Do you have any moments like that, Dylan or Seth? Do you have any? I called this happening and then it did, or maybe you made a mistake that you're not particularly proud of, but can talk about?
Those are two very different paths, but no, I don't think I've ever fully called. Or maybe if I did, it was probably not as cool as the one you just showed. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but freshman year, I was helping on a softball game, and I think Tori Hamura hit a back-to-back, was the second person in the batting order to hit a back-to-back home run. And she kind of blew the game wide open for the softball team, and I said, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Perfect.
Which, super inappropriate. Apparently it means a one-night stand with an overweight female. That's what that actually means.
Catchy, though.
It sounds really good.
I thought it would work.
But that's what it means, and someone called into the athletic office and made a formal complaint.
Yikes. Yikes.
So I didn't get fully in trouble. They were like, yeah, just don't say that ever again. I was like, noted. 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 But it's it's just rolled off the tongue. It sounded good.
It sounded like it
I heard it in a movie once.
Yeah, maybe not the best place to get. Well, I when you were explaining, I was like, okay, that kind of works. But then actually knowing what it actually means,
yeah,
definitely
you live and you learn. You live and you learn.
No, I feel that.
True that.
I feel that. Seth, do you have any? Maybe it was on here where you said something like that was great or that was bad, or.
Well, I've only been broadcasting live for just a little while. I mean, this has been my first year doing this. Nothing initially comes to mind. I was at a Mariners game. This was a number of years ago, and it went into extra innings, and the Mariners were losing by a run to the Yankees. Mariano Rivera was in closing the game, and Ichiro came up with a runner on, I think, first, and I said to my family, he's going to go yard. He's going to hit a walk-off off Mariano Rivera. And a couple pitches later, he does.
There you go.
Right field, walk-off dinger.
I remember that clip because they show it relatively often, Ichiro beating Mariano Rivera. It's a solid call, Seth. I like that. I'll go embarrassing for this one, and it was when I was working at the Tacoma News Tribune. I was covering the 4A third-place basketball game, and it went into overtime. It was a really good game. And afterwards, I went to get comments from one of the players, and I was doing my own play-by-play, and I wrote down the wrong number for the girl that hit the basket to tie and then to take the lead. So I went to go talk to this girl, and she had never stepped foot on the court.
Oh,
no.
And I was like, what was it like to hit the game winner? I was like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry.
Was she upset?
Maybe not to my face initially, but she might have been when she walked. I don't know, dude. It was.
that's
I was not. I was like, oh, this.
that's
is
just
terrible.
cringe to like imagine that scenario, let alone be in it.
Yeah, dude. I felt bad and kind of like let it roll off because we had done so much work in that. But it was bad. It was like, ooh, I do not. I need to be better at what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. I got a question.
Yes.
What is you all's favorite broadcasting call? Like something you've heard and you're like, that's dope. What you just said on air or in that game or whatever.
Matt Vescursion in the playoffs, any no doubt home run. He's solid. I like him. I've like play.
You want to give us a little taste of what it sounds like?
No, I'm not gonna do it. But you can look it up when you're listening to this on Half Athlete Radio
come
afterwards. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because I can't. I more or less. I don't have like moments that I like, but I have like
People that
guys
you
I like and people I don't like.
That's fair.
Like Gus Johnson works for Fox Sports. I think he's awesome.
Yeah.
He had the Isaiah Thomas like buzzer beater in the March Madness one. He's great.
Yeah.
And
Pac-12 tournament, but yeah.
whatever, it's
Yeah.
all the same.
Yeah. Well,
Basketball in March. It happened. Okay. And then for motorsports, I think Ralph Shaheen is awesome.
motorsports.
He does Supercross. I think he's awesome. You gotta watch everything, Dylan. You can't just watch the main four.
No.
Do you have a motorsport that you like
No.
at least a little bit?
No, a dirt bike fell on my leg when I was like 10, so I don't really
He's
like
got
motorsports.
beef
That
with
was the end of that.
It gave me a scar. I wasn't going fast enough, so it just kind of tipped over on me.
You were riding it?
Yeah, I was just with my friend, and he had a dirt bike. And we were riding around in some like back roads, and I just like wasn't going fast enough, so it tipped over on me. And like the engine or whatever it is on a dirt bike, like it was really hot, so like fell on my leg and like burned it like a little bit. I started crying.
I guess, yeah, that would probably end my relationship with dirt bikes, but
And motocross sports in general.
yeah.
Yeah. Seth, do you have a favorite call?
Really anything Dave Niehaus. But
Ah.
if I had to pick one in particular, it'd be the Edgar Martinez double against the Yankees in the playoffs. That one's
pretty
pretty tough to
legendary.
beat.
It's been ingrained into your head, though. You haven't had much
yeah.
sense then, so it's like the only thing you hear from Mariners highlights. You're like almost overexposed to it.
Yeah,
It's a great call.
It's
though.
it's very
pretty
good.
legendary.
It's very good.
it still gives me goosebumps every time I hear it.
It's very good. Dylan, you got a favorite or favorite?
I
people?
do, and it's funny because it really is not like a very significant actual play. It's like the first round of the playoffs. I forget which year in the 90s. Chicago Bulls versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Michael Jordan buzzer beater over Craig Elo. But the way it's called, I don't know, it's really good rhythm, and it's like a really good. I don't know, the way Jordan reacts when he hits the game winner. It's my favorite.
Do you know who made the call?
I don't even know who made the call,
Dude.
I memorized the call. So I know it word for word, but I just
Do you want me to look it up over the break and we can play it?
Yeah.
We'll come back? Okay, we'll do that.
I could do it for you too.
Do you want to do it? You kind of want to perform it. since you
Kinda.
asked me. Okay, do it
That's
then.
kinda
All right,
my
let's
dance.
hear it.
Ball inbounds to Jordan. Here's Michael at the foul line. The shot on Neal. Good! Bulls win! Bulls win! And then during that, like Michael Jordan like jumps up to the floor and like fist pounds in the air, and then Craig Elo falls to the ground in like dismay. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
That was pretty
Wonderful.
solid.
Thanks.
I like that.
I also Mike Breen, NBA games. Bang!
Okay.
Bang!
Yes.
Says bang a lot.
Yes. I
always
like
a good one.
He's pretty solid.
Yeah,
Sports broadcasters, they're cool. We're trying to be like them.
we are.